Alright! Budget Magic, Thing in the Ice, Tutelage. Yeah, we'll play first. Alright, this is fine-ish. Let's lead on Fumarole, pass the turn. Fumarole for our opponent. Well, we can Thing in the Ice. Pass the turn. So we got some good card draw, and our Clash of Wills, which is helpful. Or might be helpful. Goblin Glory Chaser. Sure. Well, let's just play Island and pass the turn. I am very confused to what our opponent's playing with Wandering Fumarole, Island, Goblin Glory Chaser. Shivan Reef. Tormenting Voice pitching Harness the Storm? Sure. So confused. Slip through space on the Goblin Glory Chaser. How much do we care about that? I don't think very much. Sure. You cannot be blocked. So Glory Chaser is going to go Renown. We get to Catalog. Removes a counter. Discard I guess an Island. Swings his Tutelage. Alright. Let's get the Tutelage out there. Play a Highland Lake. Pass the turn. Hope our opponent can't do anything too crazy. Another land for our opponent. A mountain. Oh, Harness the Storm. Okay. I wonder if they understand how this card works. Which is to say, not very well. They get to get in for 2 with their Glory Chaser. We draw, start milling. Fiery Temper, Rush of Adrenaline. Well, let's start by just Fiery Impulse on the Goblin Glory Chaser. Get a counter off our Thing in the Ice. And then Tormenting Voice, pitching a Thing in the Ice. Get another counter off our Thing in the Ice. Ooh, double Fevered Visions? Ooh. Do some milling. Play an Island. Pass the turn. So we can use our Clash of Wills to flip our Thing in the Ice if we need to. So the thing about Harness the Storm is you actually have to pay for the second card. So they can double slip through space to make our Thing in the Ice unblockable, but they actually have to pay the mana for it, which makes it much less good. I don't think we want to flip our Thing in the Ice yet. Alright, so they double slip through space, draws them a couple cards, which actually helps in our milling them out plan. Storm Chaser Mage, alright. And a land. And Titan Strength. Well, I think it's time to flip our Thing in the Ice. So let's just Clash of Wills this Titan Strength. Flips our Thing in the Ice, bounces the Storm Chaser Mage. Opponent doesn't get to scry or any of that. Another Fevered Visions. Do a little more milling. Get in for 7. Play a Fevered Visions. Draw a card. Magmatic Insight. Do some more milling. So this is like blue-red Prowess, but with Harness the Storm. Well, we know they have a Storm Chaser Mage. There's Storm Chaser. their other problem is they are sort of dead. Yeah, or close to dead. If we attacked with Wandering Fumarole, because they're going to take 2 here from Fevered Visions. Ooh, Crush? Alright. Well, I guess we just attack with our Awoken Horror. Opponent's going to block. Can they actually pump it up enough to kill it? Rush of Adrenaline. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains trample until end of turn. Cast another one. So Storm Chaser Mage gets pretty big. 7/7. Do they have something else? They do. Expedite. Well, their opponent is kind of comboing off. Expedite to draw some more cards, keep their Storm Chaser Mage alive. Well, guess we just play another Fevered Visions. Draw 2. Engulf the Shore, do some more milling. Thing in the Ice. Ooh, do a bunch of milling. Well, alright, we'll see, opponent. Can you kill us here? Can you do 17 damage? And remember, there's not a double strike granting spell in the format. So they gotta do it without the aid of double strike. Tormenting Voice. Are they going to double Tormenting Voice? If they double Tormenting Voice, they don't have much mana left to actually kill us. But they are. And that also draws them 4 cards. Which definitely increases the odds that they die next turn. So I think we're getting there. Tormenting Voice, Tormenting Voice. I have a hard time imagining our opponent doing 17 damage here. They already played a land, right? They did. Oh, maybe they discarded a land. Alright. Thing in the Ice, fine. Yeah, I think we got him. It's an interesting deck. Harness the Storm can do some powerful things in the right situation. Opponent draws 2, goes down to 5. Tutelage trigger. Well, we just cast Catalog. Get some tutelage triggers. We got to discard Thing in the Ice, and our opponent scoops it up. Whoo! Alright, well, we beat Blue-Red Prowess, just barely. What do we want against this deck? Send to Sleep seems pretty solid. And maybe more counters. Roast isn't great. I'm not even sure how good Fiery Impulse is. We can probably go down this Crush, go down to Archive. Go down the Hydrolash, because if they're attacking for a ton. Bring in the 3rd Clash of Wills over a Magmatic Insight. And just try it like this, I think. Alright. Interesting hand. I think we try it. We're on the draw. Opponent starts off with Magmatic Insight. Well, let's just Evolving Wilds past the turn. Hopefully draw another land at some point. Opponent has nothing. Alright. Crack Evolving Wilds. Get our mountain. That's not a land, so let's just Tormenting Voice. Discarding Engulf the Shore. There's the lands. Sweet, that's good. Pass the turn. Land for our opponent. And looks like they're just going to pass. Well, we'll just go Island. into Fevered Visions. I wonder if they have counters or brought in counters. They might have. No, they didn't counter Fevered Visions. So we get to draw a card. Another island. Well, the good news is we can cash those lands in with our Magmatic Insight at some point. Opponent passes, draws a card. They're going to have to discard a card. Takes 2 damage from Fevered Visions. Proving to be very strong. Pitches a land, and our opponent scoops it up. Cannot beat the Fevered Visions. Some decks just literally cannot beat that card. Well, that was sweet.